He's about to have the worst top 5. Right.
That's a fact.
Let's go. Welcome to the Afro Anime Podcast. It's your boy RTJ, Rapper Tiger, JC. Follow me on Instagram at JoshuaCounts20. The One Piece King, the Anime Fiend. You know how I do. You know what I bring. Let's get to it.
Hey, it's your boy Mo, the non-toxic Joe Budden, but I might get a little toxic today because it's a special day for me. Just be ready for this episode. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not even ready for this episode, but it is what it is. It's your boy Trey. Aaron's number one fanboy.
You want to start that on every podcast?
Yep, every AOT is the best anime out.
Period.
Yeah, so good, make you want to slap your mama. And yeah,
that's good. Very quickly.
That went left.
Yeah, of course.
Terrorist way.
Yeah, favorite anime.
Very Aaron like.
He gonna go with Aaron like Aaron.
Man, I'll be down.
Y'all some haters.
Sam, wake up.
Last but not least, Sam Savage. I'm not gonna lie. This week, I swear Mo about to say some bullshit.
You swear?
I know. I don't swear. I know. You're about to say some bullshit.
I'm like,
and you're about to hear me literally berate this man.
Sam, now.
No. Don't talk to me because I'm going to sit with you right now about One Piece bullshit, okay?
You talking about One Piece bullshit. I'm trying to put you on
the fact that you eat a devil fruit and this nigga can't swim, that is outrageous.
That's the rule, nigga.
Bro, that is literally outrageous.
That's the rule the Sea God has made in the show.
That's outrageous.
How is it outrageous?
Bro, you can literally kill the main character by throwing him in a 10-foot pool.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's outrageous.
But you got throw him in a 10-foot pool. That's the harder part.
Okay.
Get a nigga bad, the nigga done.
Wait, quick question. So with the devil fruits, so for audio listeners, we was talking about One Piece earlier, and Josh brought up the point that devil fruits, if you have a devil fruit, you just are cursed by the sea, which is just weird to me. But anyway, are you cursed by the sea as in you drown, or like you just burn up in the sea or something like that?
No, you drown. Period. You sink to the bottom of the ocean, bro.
Like,
drown.
Even if you in a pool, like even if you in a bath, you done.
Yeah.
So all the niggas.
I can't take a shower.
All the niggas.
No, you can take a shower, but let's say you take a bath.
They just all dirty niggas.
No, you're not. That's why some of these characters who have devil fruit try to stay above like a certain level of water so they won't.
Oh, I wonder why.
Are they scared of water, bro?
They're not scared of water. They just notice the obvious. It's like Superman kryptonite. Like it's a fucking weakness that I gotta face every day.
I
gotta get over.
You know,
that
like
shit.
human body's like 70% of these water.
Yeah.
You know what? I got.
But no, that's different. That's like because the devil fruit. This is another thing. It changes them biologically and genetically. So
what they drink?
They just drink beer nonstop. I fucking drink beer nonstop. That's what they do. They're pirates. But let's say Ace is one of my favorite characters.
They're a pirate that can't be on the sea.
Bro, Ace is one of my favorite characters. So he ate a devil fruit that may give him power of fire.
Uh-huh.
The fire transforms his body genetically. So Ace, let's say if I shoot a gun at Ace, boom, the bullet goes right through Ace. He doesn't have to use no power. His body is now made of fire. It turns your body, depending on what devil fruit you eat, it transforms your body into whatever that devil fruit power is. So Luffy has the power of stretch like Mr. Fantastic. He's a rubber man now.
That's such a lame power. But anyway, that's
but it works. Like I guess the Oda didn't want to give him too much of OP or super cool power. I think he just said that in the interview. Like he didn't want to give Luffy like a super cool power like or fire or water. Like because I've seen really cool powers on One Piece from Whitebeard who can create earthquakes with his fist. Ace got the power of fire. There's one nigga that could turn into a giant Buddha statue.
Okay.
Yo, why my top 5 turn into One Piece?
We're gonna get.
Go ahead, bro. I don't want to talk about.
Y'all rather hear this crazy top 5?
You just said you the best for last, so let's go.
Oh boy.
There's so many things I'd rather talk about than One Piece at this point. Alright, man. Welcome to the Afro Anime Podcast. Today we are gonna go through my top 5 anime.
Here we go.
And just a disclosure. This is not fact. This is purely subjective. This is my opinion.
Oh, we know.
I recognize that some of these shows may be better in terms of what other people think about them, but for me, in terms of my pure enjoyment of the show, that's my top 5. So
This is his top 5 and honorable mentions. Most.
So
no one else's.
So y'all got to set that shit up. But I'm sure there will be a lot of slander had today.
Thank you for telling our viewers that.
We'll try to keep it as civil as possible, but no one.
It's not gonna get civil. We about to turn this into the presidential debate.
So, honorable mentions. You know, I have 4 because I had a hard time fitting 3 in there.
Boy,
I know I'm terrible.
He gotta be the only one that do 4.
I gotta be special. So,
okay.
All right, just go.
So the last one of my honorable mention, or I guess the one at the bottom, is a tie for me right now, and that is Villain Saga.
Okay.
And My Hero Academia.
Really?
Because currently watching My Hero Academia is such a drag. It would be a lot higher if season 5 wasn't as...
Well, they reversed the order of how they were going to do the season where...
Well, if it wasn't as, you know...
No, because the Endeavor internship is a drag, even in the manga. But it's the villain arc that everybody's excited for. But for some reason, the creators, the studio, excuse me, I can't think of the anime studio for this, switched it. But I'm gonna get the floor back to you though.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a really good show, but like season 5 is not hitting the way it should be, I feel like, and that's really letting it down.
I want to say I told you so as well, because I told you it was going to be a filler arc.
But no. If you had to pick one honorable mention of the 2, what would it be? My Hero or Vinland Saga? Pick one right now.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Just pick one. It's not like
the anime that's going to be a generational defining anime.
It'd be My Hero.
I would say My Hero as well.
One mic.
It'd be My Hero, but I had to give Vinland Saga some love because season 1 was fantastic, and I don't think there are a lot of animes out there that do this season with justice that Vinland Saga did. Don't get me wrong, Juju.
No, we're going to have that topic, best first season
of the
anime.
That's definitely going to be another topic for sure. So, moving on to the next one. I think we're all fine with that decision for now. Okay.
What, My Hero being 8? Well, I don't mention number 1?
Yeah, I don't mention My Hero. I'm fine with that.
Next one is going to be... Oh, y'all not going to like this one. Woo-wee. Next one is Haikyuu. Definitely.
I can't say anything on that.
I can't say either.
I haven't finished it.
I respect
definitely
that.
my favorite sports anime for sure, but also like could easily be top 5 if somebody convinced me of it. I just needed to finish first so I can kind of see where it goes. But like so far, fucking amazing. The protagonist, great. Antagonist is so hard.
Antagonist in there.
It's so hard to say there's an antagonist in there because honestly, everybody who
I said that too.
Everybody who could be an antagonist is kind of just their own protagonist from their own point of view.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the rivalry between Hinata and the King?
Well, it's I won't say too much. I know you're still watching it.
Yeah,
but it goes really well because Hinata, like, the thing is Hinata knows that like he can't like keep doing what he was doing in season 1.
You know, closing his eyes and shit like that. Yeah, I figured that
he wasn't going to go anywhere if he actually wanted to be like that nigga. So when he got to that point,
obviously,
there's some development that happens, and he a cold nigga. Hinata is definitely a cold nigga for sure. He just don't look it at front, but like that nigga's a demon.
Well, I do like the aspect of that in Kuroko basketball where the main characters were really short in a tall
oriented, like
in a tall oriented sport. Yeah, I really did enjoy that.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that about Kuroko basketball.
I like Kuroko. Kuroko is not like a top tier anime for me, but I do like it. I did enjoy watching it.
Because Kuroko being short and being part of that all time great generational squad, but also being a forgotten member, for him to go up against all those, that was actually pretty dope.
Oh, you mean like the main character?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the entire anime. I'm like,
no. I'm talking about the main characters being short and being a tall-oriented sport, being dominant. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but Haikyuu does a really good job at that. The manga art, they're fucking fantastic the way he writes. I don't think there's a character in that show that I don't like.
Every character's pretty good.
Every character in that show is like really dope.
It seemed like one of those shows that got all great characters.
There's one thing I don't care about as much. It's like the nigga they say that looks like a samurai.
Yeah, I don't really care about both.
I don't really care about the nigga. I don't know.
They got a samurai in the anime?
No, it's just they say he looks like it because he has long hair and he wears like a headband or whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of him.
Didn't you also tell me about the crowds get better and better with each season?
They do.
They do.
Yeah. And also, I would say like Haikyuu.
Yo, my God, bro.
Haikyuu.
I'm about to get you a monster.
Haikyuu. I'll say like a lot of the not battles, but like a lot of the games be like really intense.
Yeah.
Like, and even though like you'll kind of feel like the game is taking forever, but like the game will be stretching like over like let's say 5 to 10 episodes. One game is literally basically one season, but like it's like intense. Like every single like.
Wait, hold on.
They're very important.
Hold on. You said one game was like one season?
Like I think one season.
Not necessarily.
I'm about to say that sounds like Dragon Ball shit. Like one
No,
fight.
it's like, but like a lot of it.
It's more so because there's a lot at stake.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like them niggas lose, like them niggas are like done volleyball
Like,
forever.
they go home. Like
Okay.
It's not just like a volleyball game. It's like you lose like all your seniors gone, like all that shit. So like you don't want to lose a game. Like the whole point is not to lose that fucking game or you done.
Okay, so you're done for the year, and then you see your seniors. Okay.
And also like you're learning like it might be only one set. So like.
Oh, so it's not like a best of 3 sets, like best of 3. Yeah,
like 3 years.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's usually best out of 3. It's volleyball, so they do have best out of 3.
So
it's a series type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, but like, I guess like that's and plus like the team that you're introduced to in the beginning, they're low key trash.
Well, yeah.
So like,
what do you mean?
Well,
Like you talking about the team in the first season?
Yeah.
Like the high school or the middle school?
High school.
Okay.
You mean like
as a group they're low key
trash.
trash.
He not his team?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're low key trash.
Oh, I'm about to say. I'm
no.
They're always literally trash.
No, they come up because things had to happen for them to kind of. They were
But
like
even then they're still trash.
You gonna keep saying trash?
I'm gonna say all that.
Like they get better in the match.
Well, that was the same thing with Kuroku team and Kuroku basketball. That his team wasn't all that when they first played it. But when they first went up against the Miracle Generations, they won maybe 1 or 2. When they went up against the Allen Iverson of the Miracle Generations, they got their ass whooped.
See, it's a little
that's every main character in anime. Like I don't know why.
See, look, I don't want to compare to Kuroko because it's slightly different. I feel like in a way because the thing with that with Hinata's team, Kawasuno, that's the name of the team. The thing with that team is that they do have good pieces. A lot of it is just like trying to figure out how they work. But like, for instance, like the king is that nigga. But he had to learn.
And he has the setter, yeah.
He had to learn how to fucking play as a team player.
As a team player, yeah.
Because he can obviously do all that shit himself, but like if you're doing all that shit yourself, you're gonna wear yourself out. And
that's what happened with his old team. They kicked him off. He's like, yo, fuck this dude.
Your teammate just like, the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like, this is our it's a team sport. So there a lot of it is like certain things that happen with like each of the different characters that they have to like develop and like learn or whatever. And that's what makes it like really good. It's not just like one nigga's like carrying them. Like all them niggas are like doing their own solid thing. And then like Hinata's like the top piece. He's like not the cherry on top per se, but he's like an elevator. Like if that nigga reaches his potential, and like if he's like half as good a volleyball player as like the other players on that team, them niggas elevate so much.
He's like a KD versus LeBron.
It's not even like a KD. It's like a fuck. I can't be
Russell Westbrook.
No.
Goodness gracious, ew.
No.
The dude that does everything by himself.
No, it's like a
tries to and fails.
I would say almost like a Chris Middleton type. I don't know, like Devin Booker type player. Like those players are like good and they just had to elevate themselves. Like Chris Middleton was dropping 40 points a game. He elevated himself.
He dropped buckets.
Well, he was always the closer though.
Yeah, but it took a while.
But sometimes he's a very inconsistent closer.
Okay,
it took a while for them to figure that out because they didn't know about Giannis and like a lot of stuff that had to happen.
All right, so
they developed though, obviously and stuff.
So you got Haikyuu at 3 now, 3 for your honorable mentions.
That's 2.
Let's say 2. Let's say 2. But I'm just gonna say Haikyuu is dead ass one of my favorite animes. Probably the best anime I've seen this year, like other than like AOT, I would say.
Over Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, over Juju.
Fuck out of here, yeah.
Juju's not in my top 5, so I don't know what you want me to say.
You just said Attack. I mean, you just said.
I said it is the best anime I've seen this year, other than Attack on Titan. Haikyuu is.
You didn't see Jujutsu Kaisen this year, though.
Juju's not in my top 5.
Wait, wait. Of this year? Of this year.
But of this year, of this anime of this year, yes. No, but I'm talking about this year. You just literally said Haikyuu was one of the best animes outside of Attack on Titan that you saw this year.
When did Juju come out?
Juju came out the same year as Attack on Titan season 4. You literally just said Word for word, Haikyuu is one of the best animes outside of Attack on Titan that I've seen this year.
So let me rephrase that.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Haikyuu came out older than this shit. Haiku's in like its 4th season.
I know it's older. Yes.
Wait. Y'all talking about two different things.
I know. I'm not saying that you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay,
what
Bridge,
I'm saying is, out of the animes I watched this year, I watched Haikyuu this year. I enjoy Haikyuu more than anything else I watched this year, other than Attack on Titan. Jujutsu is fire, but it's only season 1. We gotta see where everything else goes.
I don't need to see. I know that I ain't read the manga, but I already know just by feeling that shit's gonna get harder and harder.
I mean,
pause.
that's fine.
Yeah, that was a pause moment.
Yeah, that's why I said pause.
That's
I said pause, nigga.
That nigga Gojo. That's crazy. But I'm just saying, Haikyuu is a phenomenal anime, and I can talk about it. Shut up, nigga. And I can talk about it like all day, but I won't do that because we got other shit to talk about. But if you had not seen Haikyuu, watch Haikyuu. Hinata is a top tier protagonist. All them
I don't
characters,
see it yet, but
all them characters in that show, top tier. And my favorite character is a cold ass nigga too. He's the captain setter for Ioba Josai, I think, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the other dude with the
it's a guy
brownish hair, like the
like,
pretty boy.
Yeah, the pretty boy, the ladies' man, or whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And that nigga has a Full Metal Alchemist type tier like moment where he like does that finger pointing shit, and I was like, oh, that shit is cool. It reminds me of like Full Metal low key when like Edward's like pointing the finger at the god or whatever, and it's like a moment like that, in my opinion. So that's definitely my favorite character in that show. Discussion for another day for sure. Alright, last on my honorable mention list. Sam, you look like you falling asleep over there. You okay?
Yeah.
Now, you might want to wake up for this. Last on my honorable mention, some might say this is
this is about to be sad.
Intriguing take, but for me, it is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That is
what?
I'm sitting on the couch. I'm just sitting on the couch. No.
Are you serious?
I'm sitting on the couch now. No. I'm done.
You're dead ass. You're dead ass. Full Metal Brotherhood is an honorable mention.
So I said he was gonna say some nice shit. I said he was gonna say it. I'm sitting on the couch now.
Hey, I'm just not afraid.
No.
I'm just not afraid.
Sam is on the couch right now.
Just sit and realize that I don't have to follow the masses.
No.
Full Metal Alchemist is an easy top 5, and it's a very not beneficial,
it's
but
arguably the greatest anime ever.
It is great. That's why it's in my honorable mention. It's at the top.
So it's just great. It's not spectacular. It's not beautiful. It's not immaculate.
It's a classic, and it is great. It's not necessarily perfect, though. I don't think any anime is really perfect at this point.
That might be one of the most perfect anime.
I think in terms of enjoyment, it just barely missed my top 5, because you could argue that the first 3 parts
barely missed your top 5.
You could
say some blasphemy, bro.
You could argue that the first 3 parts were arguably slow.
What?
I still enjoyed it.
Learning about the past of Alpha.
I still enjoyed it. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm saying I still enjoyed it. And it's still
seeing Scar destroy the protagonist.
Hey,
like, he fucking bodied them niggas,
Scar
bro.
is that guy, yo.
Scar's that nigga. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has some of the best characters in anime you could argue that for. Scar, Raph,
wow,
Mustang, all top tier characters.
It's like I'm listening to Skip Bayless right now.
Wait, no, you're the Skip Bayless.
Mo. I do not accept that. I don't care.
No, that's the Skip Bayless take right there.
Bro, you gotta change that. Like, bro, are you being dead ass right now?
I said what I said. I had this on my chest for a long time now,
okay,
so
well, I need you to like get some open heart surgery, because you gotta get this shit worth it, bro. Like, my nigga,
this been on my chest for a while.
Bro, Mustang,
bro,
Raph,
fuck your chest. Okay,
they're all great characters. I'm just saying, all great characters. I'm just saying, in terms of enjoyment.
You didn't enjoy it at all.
I did enjoy it. I put Sam on it. I enjoyed it so much. I said, Sam, you gotta watch this. And now it's Sam's favorite anime.
But we all, I'm not saying, you're right. You don't gotta agree with the masses, obviously. But everyone I've spoken to has Full Metal Brotherhood top 5.
Because I believe it's an easy answer. You can't go wrong with it.
But it's also the right answer.
You don't think you can go wrong with Hunter x Hunter?
Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
I can't wait to get to that.
We're not talking about that right now.
Mo. Full Metal is literally beautiful.
It is.
It's so beautiful.
It is.
So
You could put kids on today on Full Metal Brotherhood, and they would say this shit is the best thing they ever watched.
I don't know about that.
But
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Full Metal is literally one of the most beautiful animes I've ever seen.
It is one of the most well put together animes of all time.
So you telling me when they went up north, you wasn't like, dang, this is crazy. She's wild.
Oh, part 4?
Yeah.
With Armstrong's, I think,
Sister?
Sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a savage, bro.
Also one of the best female characters.
And what about the teacher?
All the female characters in Full Metal are great, bro. They're shooters.
What about Eden Alphon's teacher, the one who taught them alchemy? And we found out
she's
what
cool.
she lost.
She cool too.
She is.
Yo, and you saying this is an honorable mention?
She cool. Hey, bro.
They
If
might
it
have some of the best female characters.
If it
Yeah,
makes you-
hands down.
If it makes you feel better, just call it number 6.
I had Naruto 6, but I had true objectives.
Wow, that's crazy because Naruto is a cultural classic. Isn't Naruto like the number?
But it has so many flaws where it knocks it down. Dragon Ball Z is a cultural classic. Where is that at on everybody's list?
Well, I don't know about cultural classic.
Whoa.
I think it's set.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know about
the
cultural
tone.
classic.
You need to ride home, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
He's
listen,
speechless.
Full Metal is so good.
Are you
Like,
speaking into the mic?
yeah, Mike over yonder, right there.
Bro, you have to.
Full Metal is so good. I don't know if I can watch it again.
I ain't gonna front. I haven't gone back to watch Full Metal.
Because-
Honestly, I
Since
haven't either, yeah.
Since I
Sounds
watched it.
like an anime that's not that good. You know.
No, it's just so good. You don't want to ruin the moment like over and over again. Like,
What would you have to ruin if it's so good?
I've gone back and watched Pain Arc 100 times. It's not that room. It just gets played out now. I can't go back and watch Pain Arc. It's just played out.
I just watched
It's like listening to the same song over and over and over again on the radio. It just
Ah,
ruins
no, that's
So
different.
Josh,
That's
who's your favorite artist?
it. Kendrick Lamar.
So you only gonna listen to that nigga one time and one time only?
That's different. No,
No,
no, no,
that's
no, no,
different.
no, no. Don't let him do that. Don't let him do that. No, don't let him do that, bro.
Let Josh speak.
All right.
Because like I say, there's one Kendrick song I don't listen to no more. It's the bitch don't kill my vibe. The radio played that, ruined that song for me because they played it 1,000 times.
So you listen to the song 1,000 times, yes.
But it ruins it.
So bringing it back to my point, it's something that's so
I want
good.
it to stay perfect. Full Metal Brotherhood is a perfect anime from start to finish. I don't want to ruin it.
So you're holding it to.
I want to make my children watch Full Metal Brotherhood.
And
bro.
that's fine, but I'm saying you're holding it to an ideal place, but it's only stuck in that ideal
It's the
place.
holy Bible of anime to me.
But you're only. It's funny because ain't that nigga an atheist or some shit? That's the funny part.
That is ironic too, but
He is?
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
it's an atheist. He don't believe in God in that show.
But
He challenged God, bro.
Well,
he's challenging like the truth or whatever that thing is supposed to represent. But the fact that you hold it in that like ideal type of like stance,
I think he represents God, truth.
I mean, yes, you can argue like it's
I
God,
thought it
truth,
was
but,
God.
like,
And
all
then
this
God
stuff.
in the show is like supposed to be the overarching God. He wants to be God, but he's not actually God because you can't play God.
Yeah, you can't. That's
Yeah.
what.
Sorry, but what was you saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was trying to say
Sorry.
100 times already, that if you hold it in such an ideal place that you don't want to watch again because maybe you're scared, you might see some things that you didn't see before.
Yeah.
That's my concern because I watched Hunter x Hunter 3 times, and I will admit,
I don't know
there
how you
are
gonna
some
sit through
parts-
that and watch that 3 times.
I will admit, there are some parts I'm like, oh, maybe this could have been better, but I'm also like still mesmerized, at least by the Chameleon arc for sure, of how well done it is.
Shout out
especially-
Miriam.
Especially with the characters. Shout out Ghoul and Killua. Especially with the characters that the arc. And I've seen that shit 3 times. So,
I don't know.
Attack on Titan will be another show that I've watched multiple times.
You'll watch that multiple times.
I'm trying to watch it with my girlfriend at some point, but that's a whole
That's a whole nother story.
when it finishes, we'll see what happens. But Attack on Titan will be anime I'll watch multiple times.
Actually, I'll put Code
And it's
Geass
not
on
something.
there. I ain't
It's
watched
not
that since
something.
I finished it.
It's not something I'm not gonna watch because I'm scared I might see something I didn't see before. Because at that point, is it really your top? Is questionable. So that's my only thing with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is that yes, it is a good anime. It's a great anime. It's a classic. But I feel like it's such an easy answer for a top 5 that people don't actually give me like a good thought out answer. Some people do. Like some people tell me boom, boom, boom. And don't get me wrong, like the characters are great, the story is great, the ending, the conclusion.
Well,
Great.
the most popular animes that people have seen are usually like Naruto, the Full Metal Brotherhood, all that whatnot. Those are usually going to be their top 5. Yes, they are easy answers, But you can't knock them for saying that because these are some of the best animes that they ever seen.
Yeah, I don't think he's knocking them though. He's just being a contrarian like he normally is, which is why I'm not mad right now. Like
it's true.
It is what it is.
I calm down. Sam is still on 100. I calm down.
You can call it devil's advocate if you want.
Really are.
It is what it is, but I'm just saying that.
So why did I say 100 was trash? I got killed for this shit. But
well, it kind of is overrated though.
I didn't trash you. I just say I respect your opinion. So you should.
No, you damn motherfucker! You like Sam ripped me through that chat, bro. Just saying that, yo, I don't want to do the podcast if you're not gonna finish on 100.
Yeah, I said you're not gonna finish it. I never said you didn't like it.
Not gonna lie, you kind of did dissect them piece by piece.
Exactly.
I said you finish it, then we can have an actual conversation. But I can't have a conversation with a nigga that don't fucking sit down and watch 148 episodes of a show. But can watch 1,000 episodes of a nigga.
If it's better than that 148, yeah, I want to watch the more ones.
You watch a nigga chasing apples, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit,
chasing apples that make him drown.
What? That nigga is forbidden fruit.
Luffy chasing freedom, bro. Luffy be chasing freedom, bro. He's searching what black people searching for.
No, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. So,
but you really got Full Metal, which is number 6, man.
Oh, yes indeed.
Well, we about to get into the top 5 and see what we got.
I need to know what your 5 is, man.
Yeah.
Number 5?
Yeah, I'm here with 5.
Alright, moving on to number 5.
Say
I know
some dumb.
I know a couple people on this podcast haven't seen this at least yet. I think only one person has. Number 5 is Fate Unlimited Blade.
No.
I can't say Fate Unlimited Blade Works is better than Full Metal, bro. And I love Unlimited Blade Works, bro.
Yeah,
that was 4 on my list.
I'm just saying that to me, I enjoyed it better, and that is why
hang on. Before we even let him know,
Unlimited Blade Works is not it, bro.
Hang on, Sam. Before we go into that, why is...
Speaking to the mic.
Unlimited Blade Works ain't it, man. I'm tired of this slander. I'm tired of this bullshit, okay? I'm tired, okay? I'm actually physically tired about fall asleep listening to this bullshit, okay?
Why is Unlimited Blade Works better than I'm going to ask you this for every top 5, too.
I won't spoil this too much, because I know
you're going to watch Unlimited Blade Works, right?
Trayvon hasn't watched it yet. But I think one of the things that really separates it, at least for me, is the way they handle conflict, at least in that show, because it's done differently than a lot of shows that at least I've seen, per se.
That nigga fought himself.
But again,
Sam be spoiling shit, bro.
It is still handled in a way that is, I think, different and unique than a lot of other animes that we've seen, which I personally just enjoy. And also, the action is good. The story's good.
It looked pretty.
The animation's good. Like, it's got all that.
Would you say Shiro's a better character than Ed?
Yeah.
It's debatable. For me, it's debatable. It's like somewhere in my top 5, and Shiro's like also in like the edge area.
Because I think Unlimited Blade Works didn't have a bad character neither. They had some characters that you didn't like Gilgamesh, because he was
but you didn't like him because he was that nigga.
Yeah, he was that nigga. That's why you didn't like him. But like they had the priest as well. But
yeah, like the fact that you didn't like characters meant they were good characters because they did what they were supposed to do.
Well, that one dude that had Ryder as his servant, I did hate him.
Which one?
The Sakura's brother.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, you know, actually, a lot of people say that, but I disagree with that take, Josh.
What?
Like, well, no. I think you said that. Like, yeah, characters are. That's how you know characters are good, because that, like, when you really dislike them, because sometimes they're just really stuck.
That means Sakura a great character. Then I'm saying it right now. How many people hated Sakura?
Well, it's a difference between hate and like not like.
That's a serious take, but I'm just gonna let that one rock.
I think there's different types of hate.
Yeah.
I think they hate them for the actual character, or hate them because they're...
Well, Rachel from Tower of God, people really hate her.
But that's because that was the way she was written.
Exactly.
But some people are just stuck on stupid, and that's the type of characters I really hate, like Suzuki or whatever his name is.
Yo, he gonna be in the conversation with Itachi too. So.
Yeah, he stuck on stupid too.
But I told you he's going to do fucked up shit soon. Suzaku from Code Geass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Sasuke from Code Geass.
Sasuke. Fuck out of here. I was like, what anime are we talking about? I like recognize the name. I just couldn't pinpoint it to the actual anime.
Well, I'll say the Code Geass talk for the Itachi thing.
But I at least for me, I think I love the main character in that show, and
Shiro was
or at least the two main characters kind of in that show.
Was Shiro Ren?
No, Shiro and Shiro. But don't say anything because I don't want to
say Archer, nigga.
Well, I wasn't trying to ruin it for Trayvon.
It's not.
Sorry. Bro, that nigga got tan, bro. That's it.
There's a reason he got tan, though.
I know. And it's, bro, the nigga said, I got stressed. I changed my skin color and my hair.
No, there's an argument.
It's not. Sam is just.
There's an argument. There's multiple arguments that his skin got darker because
it's the path that he was taking.
Because he constantly use swords to repair his body, essentially. Because that's one of his powers, I think, is that he can use miniature swords to kind of repair his bodies for minor cuts or whatever. Because his thing is the sword is the steel of my
the sword. I'm the bone of my sword.
Yeah,
that.
That nigga is literally the bone of his. That nigga's a sword, literally. And then also his reality marble, which is his noble phantasm.
Is that the one he bust out all the blades and shit?
It is, but that's it's like a deserted.
That's where the name
place.
Unlimited Blade Works comes from.
Yeah, it's like a deserted place. So it's a desert, and the sun is just beaming on him 24/7. So he essentially kind of got darker because he's constantly been in that reality marble. At least that's how I take it. At least.
I understand your opinions when it comes to Unlimited Blade Works. I thought it was in my top 4. My only beef. Well, actually, I don't think I really had a beef on Limited Blade. If I did,
I respect that. Thank you.
The only thing I had, I guess it was.
I
get it to me, maybe so. The ending of Unlimited Blade Works because I thought they were going to do a third season on it because they kind of jumped to a miniature time skip. They introduced all these new characters. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Where's Saber at? Did the war officially end? Because that's why I got confused on that part.
Saber trash.
No Saber slander here.
Yeah, we ain't doing Saber slander, bro.
Bro, first of all,
red Saber, black Saber, regular Saber, no slander.
Bro. First of all, Saber. Okay, King Arturia or Arthur?
King Arthur.
Okay. Trash. Okay. She got her freaking tendon cut and couldn't hold a sword properly.
Yeah, because she got her tendon cut.
Oh, I'm about to say she did. I'm gonna get her ass whipped by assassin too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she got caught off guard a couple of times, but good thing that's not my favorite character.
Bro, she almost got beat by a master.
Oh, you talking about the teacher?
Yeah, because nobody was expecting that nigga to be that cold.
Yeah, nobody was.
She's literally supposed to be one of the strongest servants and got cooked.
I mean, she still was the strongest servant.
I'm about to say, she was to a degree. If you want to rank the servant, it was really Gilgamesh.
Yeah,
and
you want to know who could?
They were the top one.
You know who could have never happened to? Gilgamesh.
I mean, we know what happened to Gilgamesh, but that's a different story.
I'm about to say that too.
Plot armor.
I don't think that was plot armor.
Shiro being able to be Gilgamesh should have never happened.
No, I think Shiro outsmarted Gilgamesh.
It's the fact that Gilgamesh never worked for anything. Really.
Hey, that's another thing. He always just got a bunch of weapons and just didn't use the shit properly.
He was just like, upper echelon, white boy who got everything that he wanted.
Let's try not to get canceled.
So then when niggas started actually throwing shit his way, the way he was throwing shit to other people, he could have handled it.
Yeah, because Shiro started to see that you're not using your weapon properly. He even called them out on that shit, bro.
Shiro,
it's one thing to copy, you gotta master that shit.
Shiro's you got a bunch of these dope ass weapons, but you don't actually know how to use them because you just had it,
I will say this:
you calling him a Deku right now?
That's different.
Ooh.
No, well, I can see the similarities between them, but there's a lot of differences because Shiro wasn't a bitch like Deku.
I was about to say, because I'm about to hate him.
No, Shiro's not a bitch. Deku wanted his prize, but then whines and cries when he got it, expecting the shit was gonna be easy. It's not. Shiro wanted the smoke and wanted the oil fat and was ready to work for that.
Shiro was ready, and then I think also the thing with Shiro, or at least kind of Archer, at least. Is that you look at his weapons, and his weapons are those two
sword. Them shit's cool.
The two swords, but they're yin and yang swords. Or
whatever. Oh, the black one. I noticed that. I've noticed that too.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to. I think it kind of represents
the darkness and light.
Yeah, it is essentially the darkness and light that he goes through and stuff. But it's also those swords aren't special swords necessarily. I know this what's his name. Not the assassin nigga, but the samurai, I think.
Yeah, that's assassin.
Is that the assassin?
Yeah, that's assassin. In the movies, they changed it. Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm sorry, yeah. So that nigga, his sword is a samurai sword. It's his sword and shit. But,
that fight should have belonged with Saber, though.
Yeah, no, that was a dope fight. But, even, when Archer, like, his swords, they kind of just represent, like, he's, like, such a, like, technical person that, like, he's, like, these swords, they get the job done.
Well, I will say
and
this
I know
too.
how to fucking use them.
I will say this, too. I liked how he was, even though he had Saber training him.
Yeah.
And I like how he took more at the Archer, though.
Yeah.
But obviously, it was for obvious reasons as well. But I like that, because before you found that out, you thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, and I think they, like, put it in there pretty well. Well, unless you know it. You like aren't. It's kind of like how AOT sprinkle things every once in a while.
With
but
the birds.
I was gonna
Every
say
time you mention the bird, I hate the birds. Bro.
I hate the birds too.
Birds have no significance at all.
Well, I think they do, but I won't talk about the birds right now because I don't know too much either. But like, I think Fullmetal Alchemist. I'm not Fullmetal Alchemist. I think Fate Unlimited Blade Works definitely a top tier show. And I definitely think it's worth to watch it if you haven't seen it.
I will agree with that. Go definitely check out Unlimited Blade Works first.
You gotta kind of watch Fate Zero.
Yes, I was about to get to that. So you gotta watch Fate Zero to really understand the story. I mean, you could go into it, but you're not going to understand the characters and their personality as much.
Yeah, you won't understand why Shiro is the way he is.
I'm about to get to that point because Shiro really takes out his adoptive father?
Yeah, it wasn't his real father.
Okay. All right, where we at 4?
Yes. So that number 4? Oh, we got number.
Wait,
no,
number 5.
Yeah, we're about to be on number 4 now.
I almost skipped the good one. My bad.
Okay.
So number 4.
Here we go.
I feel like your 4 through 6 is just problematic, bro.
Number 4.
Because you really about to put Naruto above Fullmetal Alchemist.
That is shit. Naruto's in the top 5. I'm about to leave.
I said in terms of my enjoyment. That's all I said.
It really is number 4?
We'll see.
Just say number 4. Nobody talk.
It's Code Geass. That's my number 4. Now, my boy Josh. Josh, why are you looking at me like this?
Because you really got Code Geass over Fullmetal Brotherhood.
In terms of enjoyment,
I'm actually not mad. I'm actually very, very curious to hear this.
In terms of enjoyment, I enjoyed it better, so it is higher on my list.
No, don't just tell me about joint. Tell me why you think it's better. Give me the reason. I gave you a reason. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say too much because
go ahead, spit.
No, because I don't like.
But you can still talk about it without trying to.
Yeah, I think the main character is probably one of my favorite main characters.
Okay, fact. That's a fact.
The fact that the shit that he goes through.
That's a major fact.
The shit he overcomes or whatever.
Agreed.
Period. Now I will say. The beginning of season 2, I low-key hate because stuff happens and they set them back.
It was very confusing, Loki. It was very confusing.
It wasn't that it was confusing. I just feel like there was a lot of progress that went out the window.
Because even though I watched this later after Code Geass. Remind me it was Tokyo Ghoul season 3 where whatchamacallit got his mind wiped and didn't know what the fuck was going on.
But it's not the same. It's just the fact that he came so far in season 1 and then something happens at the end of season 1.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy that too.
Yeah, Trayvon's about to get to the part. So then he actually might hate it because I hated it.
I
hated it because I was like, he was right there. He was doing everything. Then shit happened.
And it goes back to the fucked up shit I was saying Suzaku was going to do.
Yeah, so I do think that the characters in that show are also really good in my opinion. But in terms of just the story and how strategically sound
the chess matches,
Lelouch was
yes,
that kind of took. It was like Death Note to me, but a better version.
It had Death Note vibes.
But definitely better than Death Note because Death Note at the end kind of gets a little iffy. So, Sam, wake up.
I'm listening to the BS.
No, nigga. if I edit this podcast and I hear you snoring, I'm about to delete your top 5. I will put the snore sound on your top 5, so that all I hear is. Make your ass up, nigga. Unplug your mic.
So I agree with that. Lelouch, awesome character.
Yeah, Lelouch, high key character.
The relations, the love that he had for Japan, where he came from Britannia.
Yeah.
I fuck with that as well.
And then I like Suzaku.
Yeah, that's Suzaku.
I actually like Suzaku too. He has an interesting part to play for sure, but
he comes off as a sellout in Nikon, even they even call him that.
But I think he recognizes what's real and what's not. At the end of the day.
What his ideal is very similar.
Yeah,
I'm about to get real. I'm about to get real when I say this. It's very similar to what black people think about today. What's the better method? Charging, rioting, and protesting? starting a rebellion and whatnot. Hey, listen, before you
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Or the other method, change the system from within. That's always been the constant debate.
Yeah,
which method is better?
As soon as you find out, you're just like, this change the system from within taking kind of long.
Yeah, a little bit.
It takes long, but no one says it's gonna be easy.
That's what Suzaku kind of has to. The process or the thought process he kind of has to go through. That's why.
But he's also true to his path, though.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but also that's why I also.
I mean, he got picked by the princess and fell in love with her and all that. So
the only problem with that philosophy is that I don't agree with being spit on and then also fighting for that same country that's spitting on you. Like, I just don't think that's a good. And I'm not talking about Kogi.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that during this past summer with the riots too.
Yeah, well.
Nah, there was some videos of some black cop getting dogged by black people, bro.
I mean,
because for doing their jobs and just.
I think what Trayvon was trying to say was like back in like World War II and shit when like black soldiers fought.
Okay.
Came back to America.
I apologize.
Yeah, even like the Vietnam War too.
That's an even better example.
They came back to America and they were still treated just like.
Yeah, shoot, I forgot who it was.
Even black cops, when they not on duty, they still treated the same like black people. Like it's no like I understand if you're a black cop, get your money, and if that's the only way you can make it out the mud, then that's cool.
But what if the black cop's trying to make a difference as well?
Make a difference how? By stomping on black people?
I wouldn't say that. But
wait, not stomping on black. I can't.
I think that's too strong.
Yeah, that's too far. Even I know that's too
but I feel like Zaku
we definitely not get monetized after this.
We ain't getting no sponsors. Fuck out of here.
Monetization gone, nigga.
But what I'm trying to say is it's always going to be a constant debate. Shoot, we could make an argument. Maybe the reason they got Derek Chauvin from George Floyd was because we were busting up their stores and shit like that and fucking up the properties. What if we weren't doing that where they really got Derek Chauvin?
They wouldn't have got him up out of here.
Do you think the rioting was working?
Yes.
Okay. That goes that. There goes. See, there's a reason.
Yeah, because this working from within thing is taking a little long.
And it's almost like the Sixers shit. Trust the process or you don't trust the process.
Trust the process didn't get us a ring.
Well, their process is different. They got niggas that don't want to shoot on that team. Yeah.
That process is over. The process is done.
Niggas in America love to shoot. That's the issue. Niggas in the States hate to shoot.
You live in America, can't shoot, bro.
That's the difference right there. So. Yeah. So anyway, that's my number 4.
All right. Unplug his mic. Just unplug his mic now so that you don't get snoring on the thing.
You gonna be up, bro, because we on 3.
You up?
No, I'm just upset.
He's so silent, bro. That's Sam just brooding, bro.
No, that nigga is snoring in the background.
Yeah, just if you're gonna snore, then you might as well just unplug it.
I told you,
I'm not snoring. I'm awake.
You was just alright.
I was snoring.
Yeah, you was snoring, bro.
Low key.
Oh shit, my bad.
He was snoring with his eyes open. So that's my number 4.
Yeah.
What's that 3?
Oh, my number 3. This one is in terms of enjoyment.
Here we go. This enjoyment crap.
And the fact that it's a cultural classic. My number 3 would be Naruto.
Thank you.
Granted, Naruto.
Are you fucking
my
kidding
boy,
me?
Lord Seventh?
Naruto definitely has some.
I don't know about that one.
Some pitfalls.
I don't know about that one. Obviously, no, it's not about that one. That's obviously not a top 3.
Naruto definitely has some pitfalls.
Pitfalls, nigga. Pitfall.
No. Stop it, Josh. Stop it. No, stop it.
Stop it.
No, stop it.
Tell Kishimoto to go back and fix that
Tell
shit.
One Piece to cut down 500 of those episodes, okay? Yo, thank you, Mom.
At least Oda know how to write a good story and character, my guy.
But he don't need 500 episodes to talk about that same thing.
Hey,
yo.
I agree. Kishimoto failed at writing a good female character.
Not only that, he failed at it. He failed on using all his characters. Probably something that Oda knows how to do in One Piece.
Does he?
Yes.
And I agree. But in terms of watchability, regardless of filler, I can watch Naruto multiple times. At least the first 250 episodes of Naruto, I can watch like.
Of OG Naruto, is what you're saying, right?
No. Shipping it.
Oh, Shipping. Okay.
Talk about like up to like 5 Kage something. I can watch like consistently over and over again without feeling.
For you, is it more so replayability for this top 5?
That's where it seems like it's going.
Yes.
I think that's it to a certain extent. Yeah. I would say for sure. But I think a lot of also just like remember how I felt while watching it in terms of joy. Like, yeah, you can say
so you felt cool. So you felt cool with them killing off Neji out of the blue in the middle of the war.
He wouldn't be part of the brain management no more. Bro.
I said the first 250 episodes of Naruto. I ain't say I was gonna watch that war arc again, nigga. But I know.
I'm like, yo, because motherfuckers are like cool with this shit. I'm like, are you? It was the most non-justifiable death I've ever seen in an anime.
I mean, I agree, but I mean, the
nigga got piked. Literally,
he got killed by a branch, so there's some symbolism there.
He didn't want to be part of the main branch no more, bro.
So he was part of a random branch, and he died with that branch. So there's symbolism.
That's some dark ass symbolism.
There's symbolism there, nigga. It is what it is.
No, because Naruto doesn't have. No, I'm not gonna be biased. The bias now is Naruto a generation defining anime? Yes. Is Naruto a cultural impact anime? Yes. It is the anime that surpassed Dragon Ball Z as king of anime. Yes. But damn it, I ain't gonna support this shit and say this is the most perfect anime ever. This is some top 3 anime. Fuck the shit out of here with that bull crap. Because that shit is not true. That shit was bad as it goes.
It's not perfect at all. And I will happily slam Naruto.
You can't put Full Metal Brotherhood as an honorable mention. Have Code Geass and Unlimited Blade Works ahead of that, but then say Naruto's ahead of them. What the
fuck? This is all based on enjoyment. First of all, second of all, Naruto has severe flaws, which we already talked about before.
It's not severe flaws.
Lord Seven.
Shut up, Sam.
No, fuck you.
No.
One mic.
I support you, King.
It's not that. There are animes that have flaws, of course. Attack on Titan, I'm seeing flaws. I've seen the flaws in Attack on Titan. I'm not gonna get into that. But the flaws in Naruto are so glaring. It's like, bro, I have to take you down the more I see other anime come up.
Okay, I have a question for you, Josh.
Huh?
I have a question for you.
What?
How many times do you replay Naruto?
Twice, maybe. I don't know.
How many times have you rewatched scenes, fights, talked to people about Naruto? Or
I personally,
or the general nostalgia that you get from watching Naruto?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Naruto is a great, impactful anime. It is nostalgia.
Okay.
And I put many people on Naruto. Okay. Don't get me wrong, I got the Naruto shirts upstairs.
Do you experience that with Full Metal?
Yes.
Have you rewatched Full Metal?
But I still remember the scenes of Full Metal. I don't need to rewatch it. I remember the scenes.
You can't say that. Some people, it just doesn't affect. Like for me, I can't rewatch things.
I can't rewatch Full Metal because to me it was so.
But good. You still remember certain scenes of Full Metal without rewatching.
I do, but Naruto literally has a cultural and generational effect.
I said that, and I agree with that.
Them niggas literally was throwing up gang signs in Naruto, and that literally stuck throughout the whole time.
I'm about to say, I ain't gonna front. We got better with gang signs.
That nigga stopped turf war by throwing a gang. Blood got along.
But what I'm saying is the glaring holes in the bad power scheme, and then I can't defend. Yo, you wrote Madara, you created Madara.
Yeah, but then look at part. Okay, even if you don't want to talk about Shippuden. Look at part 1 Naruto.
Yeah, and part 1 was perfect. Part 1 was beautiful. Part 1 got me ready for Shippuden. And then, here we go with Shippuden. Here come Naruto, out the gates. The same fucking character, doing the same fucking bullshit.
Okay.
The weakest member of his team. How the fuck are you gonna beat the Katsuki doing the same two jutsu?
Madara's entrance.
Fucking immaculate. Greatest anime entrance, period. That will ever reign.
That's kind of
also the foreshadowing Madara throughout the whole series.
And the world building on Madara was perfect as well.
All I'm saying that I think the good outweigh the bad in terms of Naruto. Yes, there are.
I don't think so.
There are some thematic. There are some thematic, in terms of the theme of Naruto.
I'm sorry.
Flaws that.
How about the biggest flaw was Naruto went? It wasn't. It was Kishimoto going past his mission statement with Naruto.
Yeah,
the mission statement of Naruto was literally. I don't believe in destiny. I'm the author of my story. Morse and brings back to Jiraiya being the author that he was. I'm the author of my story. How we get to the fucking end? We find out you literally are the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, bro. You literally get all the powers handed to you.
Okay, also, Naruto's supposed to be a story about ninjas, okay? And at the end of Naruto, them niggas was definitely not ninjas no more. Them niggas
okay, that's another glaring hole. That's what separated itself from Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z was all about aliens and all this other shit. Naruto kept it down to earth with Eastern mythology with ninjas and all that. Demons, whatever. It kept it down to earth. You had your fantasy, obviously, but it was down to earth. The moment you saw Kayuga, that was the moment Naruto was ruined, because I knew shit was going now, no longer Naruto. Everything from there was going Dragon Ball Z. Bringing down alien goddesses, teleporting all over the fucking planet, left and right, going to new dimensions. Look at fucking Boruto.
I mean, there was a good fight in Boruto, though.
Which one?
That one from like episode 60 in the 60s.
Is that the Kawaki one?
No,
it's talking about Momoshiki fight.
Yeah, that was
okay. The Momoshiki fight. The Momoshiki fight is still the fight is still good. Yeah. But what I'm still saying is Naruto is no longer feeling like Naruto.
I mean, it
feels like I'm watching Dragon Ball Z and Naruto together. It really feels like that shit.
I think that's more so Boruto than Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay, Boruto more so Naruto. But what I'm saying again, it was with Naruto with the Kaiga. It felt like, yo, why is she here? Why is this character exist? This should have been Madara versus Naruto and Sasuke. They duke it out. They beat him.
Well, Madara was about to win, so.
Was he about to win?
Madara.
So you telling me Madara really would have beaten what was that? What was that?
Madara was going to take the W, bro.
Madara was about to take the W.
Yeah, Madara won. He casted it for the Tsukiyomi.
He casted the jutsu, but that doesn't mean he was going to beat him, because they could have still. I think they could have still fixed the jutsu.
But there was more.
Them nigga was hiding under Sasuke's
Susano.
But what happened when Kaiga came out? The jutsu was still going on. It wasn't like it was done. The jutsu only lasts for a couple minutes.
No, didn't they enter a different world?
No,
I forget what happened.
No, they still fought Kaiga on Earth, then they moved to a different world.
But they no. They was out in the open though. They wasn't covered by.
No. But when Kaiga came, remember the jutsu stopped.
Yeah.
So how long to that also? Because I thought the jutsu stopped before Kaiga came.
No, it stopped when Black Zetsu stabbed him in the back, and then Kaguya came. Or like the jutsu, like they were still in the Infinite Tsukiyomi, like they were still in the Genjutsu. But
so
like, it was no longer being casted.
So now to bring things to my next, so does the Infinite Tsukiyomi last forever? Or is it a short time to put everybody in their certain dream world?
The jutsu lasts forever. Like,
it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It's supposed to? Alright.
Yeah. But it turns, going back to the main.
Yeah, Mo was basically like, that's a personal problem.
Mo, I respect you, bro.
In terms of the theme of the show, yes, I agree that they failed to connect it with Naruto, but you could argue that theme followed Might Guy per se, because Might Guy was a nigga who wasn't destined to be who he was at all.
It literally felt like the whole world, or in the world, more about Might Guy than Naruto.
I want to take it that far. My thing with Naruto is that you could also argue that Kakashi was the main character instead of Naruto, because Kakashi you saw his childhood. You saw that he lost his friends.
Then that's even worse on Naruto. You got the show named after you.
It's fine. It's fine. Imagine Boruto right now, but Naruto was more so.
But that's the thing. It seems like Naruto's more focused on Boruto.
Well, people were complaining that Naruto wasn't as focused on Boruto. That's why people hated Boruto.
I've said this, and I'm about to say this on this podcast right now. The best thing for Boruto is to kill off Naruto.
That's a fact. I agree with you, bro.
That is the best thing for Boruto.
I don't agree with Josh much, but I agree with him there.
That is the best thing. I don't care. Let Sasuke in him. I don't care. But Naruto has to go. This show wants to go to the next level. That dude gotta go.
Hey,
if they kill Lord 7, I'm gonna be upset.
All I'm gonna say is that
they were supposed to until Kishimoto got pissed.
The way the original author of Boruto at least was going, Naruto was like,
yeah, because
he was
going to take that axe.
And then Kishimoto was like, time out, nigga.
Here's the thing. I want to get back to the top 5. I want to get this out the way, because we're going to have this topic too, and I wrote this in our discussion with content creators versus the studios.
Yeah.
The Boruto, Kishimoto after the end of the Naruto manga was done. He was like, I'm done. It's a wrap. The studio, whoever does Naruto studio, I can't think of it at the top of my head, wanted to milk Naruto, which they did. They're famous for milking Naruto.
Yo.
They did it. They milked it after the Naruto Sasuke fight with those 2 arcs and the wedding bullshit. They milked it. Then they wanted Kishimoto to come back and do a sequel with Naruto's son because they already created him and everything. Kishimoto said no. He said no to the bag and everything. He said, yo, I'm done. I'm out. They gave the bag to his apprentice, whoever that was. Gave him the rights to all that. They take it to the next level. So, and when they were coming out with the manga and now the show, Boruto wasn't doing good. It wasn't selling. So they knew, obviously, what we all knew. When you gotta get big, you gotta make a controversy. You gotta do something that people don't like. What's the one thing people love? Naruto. And when everyone got wind that Naruto was gonna get killed off, Kishimoto said, "Fuck out of here! I'm coming back," and he had to kill off.
He shouldn't be able to come back.
He didn't want to come back. He was forced to come back.
Kishimoto worked in that character for 500 episodes. I'd be upset too.
Yeah, he had no choice but to come back. Now they forced him, which is wrong.
Like, the show literally named after him. Like, you can't.
It's kind of like the Pop Smoke album, the second Pop Smoke album, all them damn features. They forced that shit, bro.
They shouldn't have done Pop Smoke post death anyway.
The one album post death.
Sorry.
No, the one album post mortem is actually great. The second album, all them damn features post mortem, is garbage.
I mean, if that's what the artist wanted, then sure. But
hell no, because Pop Smoke said in an interview he don't want to do a lot of features.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just weird. Even Mac Miller, like, oh well, this is not a music podcast, so
it could be.
It could be. Yeah.
It definitely could be.
Yeah, we definitely could be at this point, low key.
Yeah,
but no, you like, it's just the whole Naruto. It felt like it wasn't Naruto no more.
Naruto does, yeah. Naruto,
and I wanted to watch Boruto because I thought it was going to be like Naruto, but the moment I saw this, I was like, no, I'm not watching this. Well, now I'm going to watch it because they're on the Kawaki arc, but I didn't want to read this. I didn't want to watch it because I felt like what I was going to get into. I was not going to get Naruto. I wasn't going to get no down to earth new antagonist that's going to probably surpass Madara or set the bar like Madara. I was going to get aliens.
Yeah, no, I mean,
instead of alien monkeys, I get alien rabbits and parasites.
Yeah, I agree. I think Naruto definitely has flaws, but I think the good in terms of Naruto and what it brings, especially culturally, outweigh the bad.
Agree to disagree.
And if you like kind of stop thinking about it, if it's like you like go to like a Transformers movie, you shut your brain off, you're like, oh shit,
and you can't even do that.
Yeah, you kind of can though.
Well, I'm not lying. I actually low-key did it at the last one called Last of Night, and I saw one dude did it when we went to go see Age of Extinction. This motherfucker was on his phone the entire 2 hours.
Yeah.
So honestly, yeah, Naruto does have flaws, but it is what it is.
Let's see two.
Let's get to 2. I already know what 2 is.
We'll definitely have a Naruto episode at some point for sure, because there's a lot to unpack with Naruto for sure. And I will slander it, even though it isn't my number 3. I'm not afraid to slander it because I can respect the good and the bad.
At least I'm glad you're not biased. Like,
bro, your number 2 better be the number 2 I think it is, or else I'm leaving.
Yes, it is.
I'm leaving.
What's the number 2? Hunter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Think
for a long time.
Are you serious with this?
This was my number 1.
About this?
This was my number 1 for a long time.
Full Metal Brotherhood, and I gotta keep bringing this up.
In terms of enjoyment, Josh, yes. You can't tell me the things I enjoy better than other things.
You're right. I can't. You're right. I can't do that. But let me reason why you.
In terms of enjoyment, and I will say, objectively speaking, in terms of character, I think that the character
development of Hunter x Hunter is like. I will say that.
I will say the character progression is better, in my opinion, than Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like at least in Brotherhood, a lot of those characters were already like them.
They were already established.
Essentially. Like there were some characters that definitely did develop, but I feel like a lot of those characters were already like them. I guess in their like prime.
I guess I can see what you're saying in that part. I can see what you're saying in that part.
Or whatever. Like they were all.
That's because I had a similar discussion with a guy about All Might versus Endeavor. That All Might was already established. Versus Endeavor, who was still becoming.
But like them being established was still really good established characters.
Oh, no doubt. Yes.
Those characters were great, but the character development might not have been as great as I would say Hunter x Hunter was.
I would say that too. The Hunter x Hunter character development outside of Marin is the best thing about the show.
No, wait. So this sounds a bit different because Full Metal. The Full Metal, like the original, was a build like the okay.
Full Metal original wasn't truly true to the manga. It was very different. They went off script something more.
But Brotherhood is a sequel, and you're comparing.
And it's not a sequel to the original. It's mostly like a reboot of the original, following the true.
But
canon.
It did change details, correct?
It didn't really change details. The thing with Brotherhood is that they didn't go to some details as much because I know with with Mustang's best friend, when he killed him off in like the first Full Metal, you got to know him more. It was like more of a Jiraiya thing.
Yeah, because
you grew up with him.
It's actually similar to Jiraiya when he killed him off in Brotherhood. Jiraiya was an established character, but we also grew up with Jiraiya.
Yeah, and he took care of like Edward and
Al.
And
he looked out for them.
He was like feeding them niggas. But then in like Brotherhood, it was just like
he helped recruit them.
He was like, "Oh, Mustang's friend died." and that was it. And like, if you didn't watch the original, or at least the first one, you aren't hit as hard. With
I would say you still hit as hard because you can also see how hard the characters are hit.
Yeah. Mustang took it hard for sure.
I'm about to say the line that Mustang had said. I want to say it was the end of the episode, but it was near like the end of the funeral and everything.
Is it the one he's like, "It must be raining"?
Yeah, that hit deep with me because Mustang is such a strong and prideful character that doesn't want to show his emotions.
There's definitely, even thinking about that, there's definitely like some type of symbolism with that because the thing with Mustang is that he's powerless in the rain. So in a way, it's kind of like,
I
even though it's not in my top 5, I can sit back and recognize the greatness in the show. It is a great show. I would never say it's not great. Do not get me wrong.
So
I just think in terms of enjoyment, it's not in my top 5.
So and y'all slander me about one.
But hold on, I wasn't done. But the thing with Full Metal that
I'm about to say some stupid shit.
When Mustang was saying it must be raining. He can't use his powers in the rain. That's essentially when he is the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
So in that moment, at his friend's funeral, he was kind of expressing the fact that he was the most vulnerable.
But you don't like how Ed didn't have the philosophy, almost a Batman-like philosophy that I don't want to kill. He stayed true to that the entire show. He didn't want to kill.
Didn't he kill Father?
Did he? I don't know. He don't think so because Ed doesn't like to kill, period.
Let's talk about Hunter x Hunter, though.
Yeah, let's talk about the number 2. Number 2.
As much as I want to talk about Full Metal,
I won't say too much because I still want Josh to like.
I know. I don't know. I know the end of that Gon does find his dad, but y'all slander. I'm gonna say this. Y'all slandering me about Luffy finding some fucking treasure.
You guess what?
And God don't know shit about his mom, and chooses don't know shit about his mom. Hey. And wants to find his dad, who didn't give a shit about him.
Fuck her.
Okay. Bro, Ghoul literally did the coldest shit I've ever seen from a young kid protagonist. He really said, "Bro, now I don't need to listen to my mom. I'm good, fam. Let's go find my dad."
What? Ghoul said, "Why don't my daddy love you? Let me find out." He went on a mission and he did his thing,
And I know he finds Gang, and it's like.
But I think
he better fight in this
for me,
Ant arc too.
at least for the Chimera Ant arc,
he don't fight because I know I saw Draymond fights out to give you my answer,
which is probably like the best arc.
It is the best arc
in my opinion. Like,
I disagree with
the anime.
Why would you disagree with this?
Hold on. This is my number 2. This is your number 2.
Go
ahead, because I want to get Draymond's opinion.
In terms of how Killua flourishes as a character and kind of like embraces a main character or MC.
Like Gone, his opposite in every way.
See, the thing is, and it's really hard to put this in words, but like in a way, as you start to find out, Josh, and I'm sure like the audience that they kind of already seen Hunter x Hunter, as Gon starts to lose his humanity.
Are you talking about the pizza situation?
Sure, yeah. But as Gon starts to lose his humanity and his morality, you start to see Killua learn to embrace his humanity and like develop a certain moral compass. Because in the very beginning of the show, Killua is the
cold-hearted killer.
Assassin.
Even in the old version, he was like that,
and stuff. And then you watch like his develop through the Chimera Ant arc, and like Killua is literally like carrying a whole nother like person on his back. For the sake of like,
and the Chimera. Here's the thing: that made the Chimera arc even greater is that a lot of these top tier fighters that are supposed to be badasses are getting straight out punked.
Yeah, because
by the Chimera Ant,
by genetics and plot armor.
I wouldn't take it that far.
But as he's getting, because I thought the Kurapika arc was the best arc until they fucked me with that ending, bro. I'm sorry, I can't.
Bro.
That ending was weak as hell. Bro.
I disagree on that.
But the whole Chimera Ant, again, these are top tier hunters. Like, what's the levels for them? They got levels.
I think it's like 2X and then 3X's or some shit like
2X, 3X. Like we just watched it earlier before you came. That one dude who could teleport, create portals.
No.
Yeah, no, literally got fucking scared the shit when he saw P2's Nin.
Oh yeah.
Like he got scared shitless, bro, and he like, how the fuck is Killer and he's going after this motherfucker?
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
That nigga was traumatized.
Yeah, like straight traumatized. You can see it.
No.
And this is like I will say that.
Oh, dude that was teleporting?
Yeah.
They did him dirty, bro.
That's
what I wanted to tell them.
Because he always look cool as hell.
He's almost at that part yet, but he hasn't seen it yet. But like,
okay.
That nigga know he a different person.
They did him so dirty.
But
I hate that.
I will say this about the Kaiman arc. Again, I've said this 100 times, y'all. I'm gonna say this live on the podcast, bro. Mariam literally put this show in this arc on his back.
Mariam's my favorite character.
And he's a cell ripper, but he put this show on his back. He's a cell ripper. No, you look at him and and say he's a cell ripper.
If he's a cell ripoff, then Sasuke is a Kurapika ripoff.
I don't know, because Sasuke got the job done.
Kurapika's a better character, though.
Did Sasuke really get the job done, or did Itachi just do it himself? Because if I recall, Itachi was fighting a nigga halfway blind and say, alright.
What did Sasuke even accomplish?
Not a damn thing.
Well, he did kill Donzo to avenge his clan. He did do that, so.
You know what he did? I give Sasuke that.
He did kill Donzo.
He did the right thing.
Put a body in the ground. Nigga said amen.
Yeah, but the one that did it, he barely did. So,
but the whole Mariam and his relationship with the blind girl seems to be freaking
also one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, the what's her name? I forgot her name. I'm watching it.
I feel bad. I also forget her name. But
yeah, who cares?
She's really good.
Is it like Megumi or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. She's really good, and the fact that you see how I think the narrator spoiled this for me. You see how Mariam is taking such a liking to her. Mm-hmm. That it's changing him, and his subordinates are starting to see, like, especially the pretty boy ant. The starting pause. I guess that's a pause.
I know the butterfly thing.
Yeah, the butterfly ant is starting to see the change in his master. Now, Mariam's cool as hell, 100%. The dude came out his mama's woo woo and killed her basically. Killed her, and then took out the lackey that was going to help her and said, "Yo, where my food at?" Yeah. And then killed the little girl and ate her brain. This nigga's cold, all in the span of one episode at that.
Yeah,
he's cold. Now, I did see snippets, because I don't want to spoil too much of myself, because I did see snippets of that one fight with the ball dude. I want to see that, because I heard that's like a great fight from a Hunter x Hunter fan.
I say it's a good fight. I do appreciate it though.
It's not my favorite.
About it.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily my favorite of the show.
I don't really have a favorite fight in the show.
Yeah, because none of them end.
The fights are good.
But yeah, we'll talk about that more. But
Kurapika and what's his name? The nigga.
Ogre
that's the only one that ends. But then that's not even in the Khmer.
Hey, Kurapika brought a shovel to a fight. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, that fight was so short.
When you that nigga, you that nigga.
They was hyping out. Last time I was so fucking hyped when he came face to face with what's my man name? Corolla. Yes, when he came face to face, I'm thinking, oh shit, it's about to be a match right here, and boom. Took your name. What the fuck is that, bro? I wanted to see some really. This is where I wanted to feel like Trayvon. I wanted to see some fucking action. Cause I'm like, cause when Gon and Killer were trapped, when they busted out the chains, I'm like, oh, here we go. Trope versus protagonist and his sidekick. Guys, you shouldn't do this. What the fuck are you giving them a speech for? They don't give a fuck. They're criminals.
Hey,
that was some Naruto level shit. I'm like, oh my god, bro.
All I'm gonna say is, besides that, Hunter x Hunter to me is definitely one of my favorite animes of all time.
Oh, then there was the Gon Hisoka fight that was supposed to be good. Then it went left the moment I saw his boner. I was like, yo,
you didn't actually see anything.
The camera. I can pull up the episode right now. The camera really put the lens on his boner and said, "Doing." What the fuck?
He was just aroused because he's.
So why not go after Ging?
Because some niggas are too strong.
Yeah, they can't even touch Ging, bro.
Yeah, Ging's a problem. But like also the
fact I feel like Ging was such a wasteful character.
He's a groomer.
This is such a shame. The show never going to end. The manga's never end. Thoughts and prayers with the Arthur, but it's such a shame. But the creator,
I know in the manga, you should probably read the manga because
I might have to.
Hisoka fights Chrollo. That's a really good fight.
Who fights Chrollo?
Chrollo and Hisoka.
Oh, they finally duke it out. Yeah, I might have to watch it because I was expecting that too.
Or read it at least. It's in a manga because the anime is like right before like that part kind of. So yeah.
Now I say the Trope versus the Ants was very good. I like that. The Phaeton versus the Queen.
Phaeton, that nigga.
Yeah, Phaeton versus the Queen was actually might fuck be the best fight I've seen in the show.
Yeah, Phaeton,
that's saying something. But the whole what I want to say, the Green Island arc was the worst arc to me.
Oh yeah,
Green Island was such. I really wanted to skip that entire arc. That's why I was taking so long because I was on Green Island.
Honestly, though, it's one of my favorite isekais, though. So.
Bro, you had the blonde haired baby Hulk turned into the Hulk shit. Train gone and Biscuit. Yes, thank you, Biscuit.
That bitch was busky. You know?
Turned into the freaking Hulk. I was like, yo,
that was the power.
There's something wrong with this show where kids are turning into grown
men and
women.
She was a grown ass woman.
She was a lolly.
Yeah, she was a lolly.
And lollies should be banned.
Yes, I agree with that.
Lollies should be banned from anywhere.
And you can't turn into the Hulk afterwards, bro.
Yeah, that stuff's wild.
Anyway, I will say that, at least to me, I extremely enjoy Hunter x Hunter. I watched the Chimera Ant arc probably like 3 times.
I'll probably go back just to watch Chimera Ant arc. I ain't going back to watch Green Island, Karabaka, Hunter.
When you get to a certain point of the show, we'll definitely have to talk because there's definitely some
definitely. Also, definitely. Definitely telling for the listeners, I will be doing a Hunter x Hunter review.
We will
be doing a Hunter x Hunter review.
And Kogias, yeah.
Yes, and with Kogi, mostly me and Trayvon because we ain't finished these.
I would definitely talk Hunter x Hunter because there's some shit I definitely want to break down and stuff too.
Okay, because definitely I will giving my review, and I'm coming in with the heat on this show. I'm going to come in with the heat, and I'm warning the fans, like, yo, don't let your friends hype you up on this show like my friend did.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be like Todoroki. I'm gonna cool you down, just don't ice me.
Yeah, he's a waste of a case. He's a waste of a character, too.
Okay, anyway.
I can get into that, too.
My number one anime.
Motherfucker had one moment in the manga, and Deku stole that shit from him.
Alright, stop. Stop. Alright, I don't want to hear about the manga. So anyway, my number one show in my top 5.
You already know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
Here we go.
Yes,
the one and only Kabubi.
Thank you. Please do not do that.
Fire Force is the worst.
Stop playing, dog.
I'll go out the same mode, please.
Number one anime of all time, at least for now, in my opinion, is Attack on Titan.
Yes,
most definitely. I have never been so drawn in by anime that Attack on Titan just does to me.
Yep.
Season 2, episode 6, best cinematic episode I've ever seen in my life.
Man, I can't even remember that episode.
Yes, because I watched because unlike y'all before Middle Alchemist Brotherhood, I actually watched that episode multiple times over.
Yes, I remember because you posted it on your social media feed every fucking week.
It was that good.
It was not like, I don't know, like, yo, he posted every greatest scene ever, Oscar nominated scene, greatest scene ever.
And just for context, this was when Reiner and Broadhog
both revealed who they were. And they
Eren confronted them about being a colossal and attack.
In terms of like how that episode is just done from like a cinematic standpoint,
which I still go back. I'm sorry, this is why I still say season 2 saved the show.
I mean, because of that scene alone, it helped. No, I mean, it definitely helped because season 1 was 4 years before that. So it was a bit of wait.
Now that I think about it, Eren was thinking, "Yo, say psych right now."
Yeah,
but then Misaka was like, "No, wasn't Misaka."
It was
Mikasa or Levi that was like, hey, you know what? And then I started slicing. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
She was just like, all right, you know what?
Wherever Eren go, Mikasa going to.
Yeah.
Wherever Eren go, Mikasa go, bro. Get your girl like Mikasa.
Yeah. No, Mikasa a shooter because when Eren was talking to him, she was lurking in the background the whole time.
Yeah. That's what Annie was too. That was when they confronted Annie. You know what I'm saying?
You hear your demons?
Like, nigga, people upstairs. You going to hear
good, bro. I'm listening. I'm listening to the top 5, bro. I'm not falling asleep.
Yo, so yeah, Mikasa was just on site. She was like, "Okay, you're now the enemy." Like
the whole time,
Annie too when they confronted
her.
The
whole time that was happening, Mikasa was like lurking behind Eren, and then she like put shit together. She was like, "I bet slice," and she almost ended the Attack on Titan. That's all she did in the show. But them niggas had to pull up and show you who they really was. So like when that shit happened. That's how you know, that blew the show.
What else happened in season 2? Was it just the Bertho and Reiner conversation?
The Beast Titan.
That was the first appearance of the Beast Titan.
Yeah, and then the number 2 guy got murked first episode.
Episode 1.
That was sad, yo.
Yeah.
But I didn't even understand the significance of it until like later on.
Yeah.
Wait, go back. I'm sorry, I misheard. What happened? The number 2 guy?
The number 2.
The dude who got when the Beast Titan ran up on him.
Yeah,
He took his
the
gear.
number 2 scout.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. When I heard the Beast Titan speak, that shit blew my mind.
Yeah, I was confused.
Yo, that shit remind me of Planet of the Apes when you hear the monkey talk for the first time. I was like, what the fuck?
They set that nigga up. That nigga ain't know what the fuck he was
doing. And his face had my facial expression. I was like, oh shit.
and that's what I'm saying. Like season 2, like season 1 was good. And
season 1 was subpar.
Season 1 is good.
It wasn't stellar. It was subpar. All right.
Season 1 is good, and I still think it's a great season 1. But like season 2, like opened up the world.
Yup. It put Attack on Titan on the map, which we're gonna have discussion on that too.
When that shit started happening, you were like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And when you get to season 3, where Kenny just bust up into the salon,
that
was awesome though.
Even season 3, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, facts. I had to rewatch some episodes of season 3 because I was legit confused.
Because they were going all over the place. It felt like it felt like it was mainly about Berthold, Reiner, and the Titans. Now they're going this fucking human's gut. They conspiracy going on.
I mean, you could also say season 2 was more like, season 1 was about humans versus Titans.
Yep.
Season 2 was
Titans versus Titans.
Season 3 was about humans versus humans, and now season 4 is literally
everybody. It's a free for all now.
Yeah, it's everybody for themselves.
We also gotta give out to Armin. It was Irwin. Excuse me, Irwin's greatest speech ever.
Yeah.
My man got an arm. Yo, my man.
Yo, if he
my
was,
man was ready to go.
If he was Colossal Titan, he'd be racking up numbers, bro.
He got quadruple numbers, baby. He got quadruple double numbers.
Be a Gabby.
It won't be a season 4, bro. He was like, I got this. Aaron, you stay here. I'll take care of this, bro.
Nigga dropping triple doubles in
triple double, quadruple doubles
in foreign nations.
He going there.
He would have killed Gabby himself.
Joshua
would still be alive.
That nigga transformed and then hold up the paper like Wilt Chamberlain and then like 100,000. That's how many bodies he caught in his explosion. That nigga be like this and take a picture. Like Aaron, take the picture.
Yo.
Yeah, no. Irvin was definitely that nigga. Rest in peace to him.
Yo.
One of the realest niggas ever in the anime for sure.
I'm gonna say a lot of people died in season
3. Even in like season 4, even though season 4 isn't done yet, season 4 is
the first half of season 4. How'd you feel about that?
First half, second half's all amazing in my opinion. Like it was all, even though like the second half of season 4 started to be like, or the second half of part 1 started to be like more build up. But it's
I'm about to say it was mainly about Gabby, Falco, and the crew. But it felt like it was a waste of time because they killed most of them niggas off anyway.
Nah, it was a waste of time. No.
I enjoyed every second of it. I knew it was gonna be build up, and I couldn't wait. But I knew I enjoyed it.
When they ran the fuck over that one dude. They ran him the fuck over.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was one of Gabby's and Falco's boys. It was it was literally the episode when Aaron's fighting the Warhammer Titan. He popped up from under the ground. Everybody
hit by a rock.
Yeah, the old man. Yo, I've seen that shit at least 1,000 times. I think that shit is just gotta give me
the
nothing.
fact that he ran up on a Warhammer Titan was like, all right, you know what? You're not gonna transform.
Yo,
he get you now.
Was calm.
Let's give Aaron his respect for not pulling no Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yo, he transformed like 4 times in one fight too. That shit was out of control.
Yeah, but that's because I think it's based off the will of the person.
And I think
Aaron's will was so strong and even Reiner, Reiner's I literally don't want to do this shit.
Yeah, you can see it in his face too.
But Aaron was like, "Oh, you got me bit." Bite myself again.
Well, and that's the will of the Attack Titan in general.
Yeah, the Attack Titan is probably the most overall base Titan next probably to the female. Probably.
Yeah, and that's kind of dynamic that I love is the fact that you on surface you would think that Attack Titan is just the worst Titan because it doesn't have nothing special, but it's the mindset that really has Aaron just going just on fumes, no matter what. He's just ready to go.
He got that Russell Westbrook mentality.
Yeah.
Bro.
See, I know a little something, so I won't say anything because I read up to chapter 120.
I know it. I told you might as well finish it, but you stopped.
So I won't. I know. I just stop. I'm not reading no more, so I won't say anything based on what Trayvon said. But you start to find out things.
I will say this
about certain things too.
I thought the dynamic between, because that's an underrated fight between Annie and Aaron when they were both Titans. That's an underrated fight to me.
Season 1?
Yeah, season 1. That's a very underrated fight.
That's why I think season 1.
Because I thought Annie was really tight with Aaron, that she loved him and everything. That's why she was trying to go.
Well, the thing is, and that's what it also gets into is like the duality of all those characters. They were literally like,
you didn't know Annie was a spy at all.
Yeah, they were literally like soldiers at like 13 years old. You know, like them niggas, they didn't really have much choice. They were just doing what they were taught.
Yeah.
So they came over to Paradise,
yeah.
And they was
from
doing
Maryland or Marlin or something like that.
And then with like season 4, you find out like what actually happened, and like Rhino's like, nah, nigga, we can't go back. We gotta keep going.
Yeah,
like
just because they were scared of Levi, mostly than anything.
Well, no, because they didn't want to go back because they'd be eaten.
Oh, true.
Because it'd be a failed mission. So Rhino's like, nah, nigga, I gotta make my like family, country proud. We can't.
I will say this: season 4 for the first episode, man, they had a hell of a moment where they had Zeke scream and unleash all the Titans onto the city.
That was wild.
That was only wild. It was the best. The other was right after that scene, which was crazy, where Reiner jumped from the plane and literally like had a flashback looking at the wall being in Paradise. And the first one he said, "Yo, I don't know. I'm gonna paraphrase. He's like, I'm sick of war." Cut himself and unleashed the trend. I was like, that shit was cold, bro.
That nigga anti-Trump.
That shit was cold, bro. The transformation and then Zeke came out. I was like, yo, god damn, bro.
I will say each episode one of Attack on Titan is like a hit.
Yeah, all the episodes of Attack on Titan. I like
episode 1 of season 1 is like when you see like the Colossal Titan
for the first time,
and then season 2 episode 1 is when you see the Beast Titan for the first time. Season 3 episode 1 is when Kenny shows up.
Yo, that was another underrated fight, Kenny and Levi.
And then season 4 is
he went on 100,
like
bro. He saw Kenny.
War. So like each episode of AOT, heat. And they do it every time.
And you know, he gonna part 2 gonna be heat because now they officially.
I know what's coming to part 2.
Yeah, they officially started the war.
Seeing it in manga form will not do it justice. Will not do it justice at all.
And the best part about the season finale of part 1 was all the streams. You know how everybody do their reaction videos and all that.
Yeah.
And people were doing live reaction because they knew it was gonna be a great moment seeing the final season of part 1. Final episode of part 1. And the moment y'all got hit with that to be continued, no, he said Reiner and hit with the to be continued. That shit had me crying, like laughing because everybody's jaw just fucking dropped. They was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm gonna end it like at that moment.
Although I kind of saw it coming. And mind you, I'm not a manga reader, but like I kind of saw it coming. Like eventually they're gonna show up. They're gonna pop up.
I figured that too. I thought it would be. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Yo, Reiner and Aaron looking down at each other.
No,
I thought Reiner was gonna come down first, transform, and they gonna be face to face type shit.
Although when I did see Peak,
yeah.
Peak her name. When I saw her and try to like
true wifey, right?
Yeah, no,
without Peak awesome. Peak awesome.
Yeah, I saw her like in the Spanish version. Crazy. Anyway, some Instagram guy had that. Sam shaking his head. So,
turn him down bad, bro.
But like, I was like, oh, so Peak is kind of spitting because she understands the scenario of the like. Basically, they're just not equal. They're not seen as equals. So Peak understands this, but she's still fighting for the ops, which maybe they aren't the ops. We'll have to see in part 2. But like, it's weird how she can see that, but she's still gonna fight for the other side. And I'm like, all right, well, they just gonna have to fight it out. Like at this point, they're not gonna change their minds, so they just gonna have to fight it out. There's no choice.
The thing that I love about Attack on Titan so much is that there is no black and white in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like no matter how much you try to make it black and white, you literally can't.
It's always someone bigger, badder, or worse, I guess.
It's always somebody, like somebody might be right to this perspective.
Yeah.
But then on another perspective, it's like, no, how could you be right when this happened to us?
You can make the argument with Marley. They think they right.
Exactly.
And then you got Paradise like, yo, we didn't do shit to y'all. Why y'all coming out to
us? Exactly. And a lot of it's not like, I don't think any of it's really black and white at all. That's what I really love about the show. That like, it's like conflict theory and like all that like crazy shit, which I like can't really get into because like
we're not like again we're going to be breaking down every probably area on Sunday.
Hey, so. But I definitely watch AOT again, low key. If y'all want to do episode by episode breakdown.
I think we should do that even before we record.
That's one of the series that I could watch like multiple times over and over again. I feel like I still like enjoy it and like
Honestly, I don't know.
Throughout.
Not any series I can go back and watch over and over again.
I know. Apparently not Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because
I could like maybe a couple. I could go back and watch the fights. I don't know if I could go back and watch the entire series. That should be a topic as well.
That's interesting, man. You know, if I really love a show that much, I'll just go back.
No, y'all talking from two different perspectives. I hate when y'all do this. Like, there's no point. You're not gonna. Josh is not gonna rewatch something. Mo is ready to rewatch something anytime. So like,
no, actually, no. That's the thing. Also, I hate rewatching things, but the fact that
But you do it though.
I haven't done it yet. But I'm saying the only thing I rewatched actually was Hunter x Hunter and Naruto a bit, pretty much.
So you rewatched 148 episodes of Hunter x Hunter 3 times. You said
no. I watched Hunter x Hunter like full through like twice.
Okay.
But then I watched the Chimera Ant arc with Sam. So
like maybe I could probably do that. I could probably do an arc again. I don't know if I could do a series.
Yeah, I've seen the Chimera Ant arc 3 times because I watched it with Sam one time before. So like
we should do an arc breakdown too.
Yeah.
An arc watch.
One of these days. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
you gotta get through the show.
We'll do final 50 episodes of Naruto.
I'm not doing no final 50 episodes.
Final 50 episodes of Naruto?
Naruto War arc. Like the moment from them fighting Madara to Kaiga bullshit.
Absolutely not, nigga. Anyway.
You know how many fillers we gotta skip? Like, no.
You don't even watch the fillers up anyway, I bet.
I gotta watch some niggas' dreams again. I'm okay. I did that.
Yo, that was so fucking pointless to me.
I said when you watch Naruto up to the 5 Kage something, after that I'm just like fuck.
Well, because the only up to the 5 Kage something they got the best arc in Naruto, which is the pain arc.
I mean, yeah, I agree, but it's also the fact that everything up to that point is like fire. Yeah,
there was no fillers really. Either.
I mean, there is filler.
Well, like filler episodes, not like filler arcs though.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of filler though for sure. You just gotta like the filler's enjoyable though. I would say the filler up to that point is enjoyable. It's like everything else is like.
Well, then they hit you with that one filler in the middle of the war, that power filler.
Yeah.
I hated that.
Well, no, I actually like that power filler.
Actually,
like it felt like a movie.
I don't like because we were middle in the war. Like, why you gotta throw a filler on us in the middle? Or Bleach was notorious for that shit too. In the middle of a fucking arc, they would just throw a filler at you. Like, why the fuck are we here, bro?
Who watches Bleach? Do I say that like once an episode? Who watches Bleach?
There are Bleach fans out there. Like, just because you don't, watch Bleach.
All 3 of y'all.
Yeah, they really canceled Black Clover for Bleach. That's crazy.
And
I hate Trayvon so much, yo.
We know Bleach coming back, so we can't slander too much. Cause the Bleach fans started coming.
Yes.
You know what? Sure, let's just do that so that Black Clover don't come back. That's fine.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yo, you really gonna slander Black Clover? Black Clover actually heating the manga.
I heard the manga's heat.
In the manga.
Yeah,
in the manga.
Well, some manga are better than the anime. Look at Promised Neverland.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's
Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, that's definitely a different story. Tokyo Ghoul art. We don't talk about that show no more. That show does not exist in my catalog. That show was. It
was so bad you took it out of catalog.
That show was easily honorable mention, and then season 3 and 4 happened. It was like, what the fuck?
I actually fuck with season 4 more than I fuck with season 3.
Well, yeah, season 4 is better because they kind of like wrap it up decently, but season 3 is like
they literally just gave this character. They just really just gave this dude a new name, new abilities. New people. He's like, what the fuck is everybody else at, bro?
Season 3 is like actually terrible. It's probably one of the worst things I've seen. So, on that behalf, I appreciate y'all listening to my top 5. It means a lot.
Yes,
Sam over there half asleep in the background, but
and Sam is out, bro.
Man, it's full sleep.
You gonna have to drive him home, dog.
That man sleeping sitting up. That man is tired. Anyway, appreciate y'all listening to my top 5. Definitely some hot takes in there for sure. But
next episode,
it's all opinion based. So
next episode, we got Itachi is an op, man. Don't worry, we'll be coming.
Is that our next?
That's gonna be our next episode. I think that was the highest rated for the votes. The Itachi is an op one.
Oh boy,
definitely one of the biggest debates probably for our podcast is gonna be Itachi is an op. It's
gonna be whether or not he is an op because I feel like.
You think he's not? I think he definitely is. Yeah, he definitely is. Because we really going to talk about this. We're going to break it down of what his reasonings were. Or if they justifiable. Was there another way that could be solved? We're really going to talk about this.
Niggas Niggas don't understand the greatness of Itachi. That's crazy.
Oh,
You mean a dude who physically traumatized his little brother, mentally traumatized his little brother?
Hey, he did it.
All right. Let's just talk about this next episode.
He did it for the sake of his brother.
He did it for the man's sake of brother, man. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us. This is RTJ, the anime fiend. Josh, we got Mo, Ice Trey, Sleepy Sam, all signing off.
Sam would say something, but he's asleep right now.
And snoring.